Hey everyone, Rideshare Reseller, and yeah, that's me right there. We are inside a two-car garage in California, and out of this two-car garage, we do eBay. We sell eBay. We also do Amazon, and Amazon has been very good for me in the last 2 months. So we are going to go and show you some things that I sold, a couple things I picked up, a couple of interesting items, that kind of thing. Just talk about stuff in general. I haven't been doing a whole lot of videos. I still promise you, I am about ready to put together my 6-7 month review of the year and show you my numbers. I'm going to show you my numbers for the last 90 days too today. I'm going to show you that so you can get a good peek on that number. And I'll tell you that in a second. It has been crazy though out here. It has been so hot in California. We have been running 95 average probably for about 10 days. The humidity level here for us is dramatically high at 66%. That's what it's been running. 3 major fires. It looks like it snows some days here. It's been pretty bad. So that's another reason I've been out doing some other things. Been a little bit busy with cleaning cars, doing all kinds of stuff like that. So anyhow, we're going to get started here. I'm going to tell you my 90-day total. I'm going to show it to you up here and give you a kind of a quick peek of what the year is looking like. So I'm going to put it right up here. The number is $41,000 for the last 90 days. I broke through the $40,000 barrier actually today. Today I did. I woke up this morning and I had gone over. I'm at 41,000 something. So I had a really busy Friday and Friday night. And that's what I'm going to show you some of the things here. Some of the things were boxed, so I'm going to have to put the just the sold ad up here. And I have some other items I'm going to show you. So pretty crazy. It's been a lot of fun. Just been super busy. Thrifting, as everybody knows, the way that I thrift next door. And I also thrift all the thrift stores like everybody else, and some flea markets. We have a very unique flea market here that is actually busier on Thursday than Saturday, but I went out today due to the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of garage sales because of, I think, the fires and all of the air pollution. And the flea market was a little quiet, but you're going to see a couple things that I found there because I'm going to show you one. And I'm going to show you two, but I'm going to show you one that I really like. I'm going to show you that. So anyhow, it's going to be interesting to see how things go forward in the fourth quarter. As you can see, my total, I'm over 960 items. And when the coronavirus hit, I dipped down to 600. So you can see since that period, I had cleared a lot of inventory like a lot of us. And now I have built up like 300 items. Now, it's probably skewed a little bit towards some albums, some 8-tracks, and some clothing, because I don't do a lot of clothing, but if you've watched some of my videos, you know that I got that big lot of clothing that I have probably 300 pieces, and I have about 150 left to go. Get them up. So that's probably skewed, but that also skews my average selling price. I think my average selling price right now is $56. I'm right around 56. And it used to be higher, but that was because I didn't sell a lot of $15, $20 items, that kind of thing. I shied away from the clothing, and I didn't have a lot of the albums because a lot of my albums can sell for $12, $15. You saw some that have sold for $70, $80. We have something today that's very interesting that sold for good money. We're going to show you that too. So anyhow, that's how it's been going. I have been very pleased with it. Now, I'll give you my Uber, since I'm the rideshare reseller, right? I basically no longer do Uber and Lyft. They have too many problems here in California. They just survived. Friday, they were supposed to shut down for 2 months, and that was a blessing in disguise that I'm not doing this rideshare anymore because, you know, it's been slow for some of my friends who have still doing it. It's not the same anymore. It's been because there's not as many people at work, so they're not traveling with Uber and Lyft. So I'm very blessed, as I said many times. My luck it just is. I don't know. I don't want to call it luck, but it just happens. I got out kind of at the right time. I would still do it if it was cool and there was not all these problems. I would probably still be out there doing some of it. So It's not that, it's just that things have changed. And you can't pass up when you see that kind of number when you see $41,000 in sales for a 90-day period on eBay. That's pretty darn good. All right, enough blathering. Let's start off with the first item, which was, I believe, at the beginning of the video. All right. So I picked up a lot of 8-track tapes, and there were some CED disc that were in there, about 40 or so disc, you know, for the laser. They weren't laser. Now, I prefer laser. The CEDs are difficult to ship. They don't fit in the album covers easy. The laser disc ones fit like albums. So that's another reason why I don't like CED disc. So this is what we sold. There we go. There, I'm going to hold it up real close. Okay, it's an 8-track, guys. MC5, and their most famous song, which is Kick Out the Jams, and you can't really say the word. It's MF, right? There we go. Can't say it, but that's their claim to fame. Their also claim to fame is these 8 tracks that you find like this sell for $82. This one 8-track, $82. I have had this one sell for $82, and I had 2 others sell for close to $50. So right there, with 3 8-tracks, $180. So look for this one, MC5. You get that one, you got gold. I don't care what shape it is, you pick it up. There's one on there that sold, looked like it had been run over by a truck, and sold for $50. So I knew mine. Mine was in really, really good shape. Look at that, really good shape. Great find. I'm going to show you, you know, some smalls, that kind of thing. I'm not going to show you, you know, everything's large. Let me give you the totals, though. I always forget that. My totals for Friday to basically Saturday morning when I woke up. So all day Friday and Saturday morning. Now, this total is $709, but this is actual sales. Does not include the shipping, the tax, all of that, because that's what eBay does. It pushes all of that in, and I could sit there and tell you it's $950, but in reality, now it's really $709. So these items I'm talking about are a total up to $709 of actual sales. Then, you know, you got to take out my cost of goods, that kind of stuff. So $709 for all this that I'm showing you. All right. Where shall we go? Couple of simple ones. Look, I got some cassettes. This is Fat Boys, some cassettes too. These cassettes I believe sold for $10.75. And these were free. I picked these up off of Nextdoor, free. So $10.75 plus shipping. Shipping's like $2.80. That's medium mail. And you might watch me go wipe my brow every so often, but like I said, it's hot in here. All right, let's pick out some more items. All right, right here, since we're here, just a lot of video games, various ones that I picked up for free, and I'm trying to find the price on them, guys. I believe they were like $15 for all of these. Not a whole lot, but I got them for free, and then there's shipping on top of that. So $15 on some video games. Now, that's an area that I think people should still be trying to gather. If you can gather up video games during the winter, you never know if they're going to shut this thing down again. And if it is, and if you've got a lot of video games, you're going to be sitting golden and being king. Anything media, I think, like records, it's another one. Records are good for, you know, if there's another. All right, we're back. Had an interruption there. A phone call. My granddaughter. I got to take those. Very important. She's learning how to ride a bike. All right, guys. So, hey, I was getting back to the albums and all that. So, media, I think, is going to be great to stockpile if you can. You never know what's going to happen this winter. All right. Let's pick up another item here. How many of you heard me talk about 35mm cameras, right? This guy here is a Canon, and a very nice one. This guy, now, the flash, I'm not going to take it out of here, but the flash has a few issues. If this flash was golden, I could have got about 130 to 150. But I got 100 off of a camera like that. So I got, you know, it's a very nice Canon. So, again, keep looking for these 35mm, especially these rangefinders. One day you're going to hit a really good find on one of these, probably a $400 or $500 one. That's what's going to happen. It's going to fall into your lap as long as you keep looking for these. 35mm Canon, 35mm, it's a Canon. When you feel these, they're heavy, they're beautifully made, they're like pieces of art to me, and they sell well. 35 millimeter. You see me talk about them all the time. All right, let's skip over to a find that my wife found for me. All right, there she goes. All right, now she found these. She's out riding her bike, and she says, Mike, there are some phones on the curb, and tells me the address. So I go and look, right? Naturally, I'm curious. So I went over and looked. I picked up 9 of these. 7 were similar. So I put them up online. I said, hey, I'm just going to get rid of these things. I'm not even going to hold on to them very long. They sold for $65.05, 7 phones, plus $34.95 shipping. And it's going to Missouri. So I think the shipping's only going to be probably about $20, no more than that. So I'm going to make clearly $80 off of a find off of the street, just off the street. So, you know, we've all had that happen to us. Phones, stuff like that. It doesn't hurt to go out and take a look and see what's going on with them. But a really, really good find. All right. What else we got here? Oh, we got to do some because we don't have them in the garage. They're actually boxed up. So one item I want to point to is right here. It's called a Zuca. Z-U-C-A. Many of you have probably seen them. I didn't know what they were for originally, but they are for ice skaters mostly, and they're little roll-along bags, and they're called Zucas. And I probably won't buy many more of them unless I get them for like $5 or $10, period. I'm just not gonna, they take up a lot of space, and they're tricky to sell. This particular one sold for, I believe it was $45 and like $29 shipping. They're not easy. They're easy to ship. You have to put them in the box is all you have to do. You just need the box and then the shipping. If you get lucky, it's close to your home. You make a few extra bucks, so forth and so on. I paid $14 for this one. I made a little bit on the shipping. I'm only going to make about $27 off the total purchase. So you can see I probably will not pick them up maybe in the future. So that's a Zuca. All right, now we got, I'm looking. Let's go with the birdie ball. I'm gonna put the birdie ball up here. I wish I had them out to show you. I just don't, they're boxed up. Anyhow, these birdie balls are little disc, and I'll try to hopefully zoom in on the picture. A little disc, and they're little balls that don't look like golf balls, but when you hit them a certain way, they spin like a golf ball, and they are limited flight. So you can practice in your backyard. I think the farthest you can hit it is about 40 yards. In California, that's still dangerous because we're really close to each other, generally speaking. But in some areas of the country, 40 yards is not much at all. So you can take these out, whack them, and practice just like you had regular golf balls. They're called birdie balls. Look for those. You get about $27 and you pay about $3. That's what I paid for. I think I paid $3.25 for those at a Goodwill. So look for those. All right. And what else we got here? Let's take a look. Sorry, guys. I got to go through all this. Oh, here's a little mouse. Microsoft mouse. I always find these out here in California. I find them all the time. And this one was $27 plus shipping. And I paid like $4 for this. No more than that. And they were, it was a good find. So anytime I see these, especially in the box mice, however you want to say it, anytime I find those, I do pick those up. And so there we go. All right, so I kind of gave you just a rundown. All right, there's some other things in here. Oh wait, one more. Sorry, I got it right here. The big guy. This was one of the big sales. So all right, the story behind this. First, I went to a garage sale. It was the last one of the day, so this will tell you can get stuff late. It was hot, and I went to this last garage sale, which was close to my house, and a gentleman had a whole bunch of golf clubs sitting against his garage. I'm gonna get one just to show you what it is. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So he had a whole set of these. Okay, these are Titleist AP2s, which I like. I like Titleist AP2s. But at the time, I was a TaylorMade guy. So I played on the Golf Channel Amateur Tour, and I played TaylorMade R9s. And generally speaking, I don't switch much. But I picked up a basic 3-through pitching wedge plus 3 Titleist Vokey wedges a Titleist driver, a hybrid, and a 3-wood. All from this guy, 40 bucks, $40. Right there, I switched. I said, I'm done. I'm going to play it. You know, after playing these for many years, I don't switch clubs very often. Golfers are very particular sometimes about their clubs. So I decided to switch. So I put the AP2s in my bag. I sold the 4-iron and the 5-iron. I sold the 4-iron and the 5-iron. I don't know if I have them up here. I'll try to put them up here, what I sold the 4 and 5-iron for, but I believe I sold them for around $70 each. Just those 2 clubs. I kept the set of 5 through pitching wedge, and I kept the 3 wedges, took my other 3 wedges out and sold them. So this one $40 find is turning into a gold mine because I sold these 2. There are only 6 of them here. See, there are only 6. These 6 sold for $233 and $29 shipping. So I pretty much, you know, did pretty well. I mean, I switched clubs, made money, and sold my old clubs for $233. So that's how you do it. That's the beauty of what we do, right? Is stuff like this. I mean, stuff like this is just amazing. You can tell people what you do. They sometimes don't understand us, right? Because, oh, you're a reseller. That's weird. Well, if they would have seen this deal and they were a golfer, they would be going, "What? What'd you just do? You just made how much money?" You know, I mean, think about it. I sold the driver too, so it's amazing, right? I probably made $300, and I got a set of golf clubs and a set of wedges. Really crazy, right? Just crazy what we do, guys. So anyhow, that was kind of the big sale. And there's some other ones in there. I'm not going to go over all those. This video is going to get too long. But I'm going to show you now a couple interesting finds that I've had because I just think they're cool. And I want to show you, and I want to give you an Amazon update on another product that I had, all right? All right, first up is a very cool bookend I found. Look at this. I'm going to try and put it in there. Okay, can you see that? You don't see bookends like this. You know, when you see something like this, your mind automatically kind of goes, whoa, that's cool, right? That's what we do. That's cool. This weighs 10 pounds. This is half of the bookend. The other half's over there. But this is looks like a screw. There's no mark. It's vintage. I don't know what it is or who made it or why they made it. But I picked it up. I picked it up for $10 for both, right? So 10 bucks. Can't go wrong. I put them up online for a very high price. I think $139.95 or something. And I'll let them sit there. That's also the other beauty of what we do, especially me now. I've been doing this for about 16 months, I think it is. I can't remember. I think it's 16 months. And now it's affording me to be pickier. It's also affording me to buy stuff like this and sit on it. I don't have to worry about selling it. Yeah, it kind of gets a little tight in here, but you know what? Eventually somebody's going to come along that says, those are cool. I want those. So that's kind of a really cool thing about what we do, right? All right, now here's another one. This one here is for, this one, I'm going to make sure he's watching. This is for Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, because Kevin loves knife blocks, just like me. I love knife blocks. There it is. Look at this one. You know, this little bracket goes in the back and it tilts. But this is a very, very cool knife block. You know, I'm going to shoot me. The name is, I think, Gelhart and Willem, something like that. It took us a while to figure this out. My friend Brian helped me out with this one. So anyhow, this is cool because look at how this knife block works. Look at this. It separates out, okay, and then it folds back down. So you can lean this. This is the steak knife holder, and this is the main knife block holder. And it just kind of latches on like that. Really kind of cool. And then the back piece here just kind of goes into the back and it leans. So the story behind this, we're in a Goodwill. And we're inside the Goodwill. And inside the Goodwill, there's this guy at the counter. I'm going to show you another item that I got. I'm going to show you a picture of it. But what I'm going to tell you is I'm looking at the item that I'm picking up. This guy walks up to the register. He's got a 2-drawer metal file cabinet. And he's trying to jam this in the file cabinet. And I'm looking at him going, what's this guy doing? So he's trying to stick it in the drawer. And he turns to me and goes, it won't fit. You guys want it? I'm like, This is crazy. I go, yeah, I want it. Give it to me. So I take it. It's $6.29. He was going to do it for, he had to have it fit in that file cabinet for some reason. So anyhow, that's how I picked it up for $6.29, right? Pretty crazy little find. So I don't mess with these. When you've got a unique one, this is very unique. I put them up for a high price. This thing is up for $225. That's what I'm going to sell it for. I might sell it for $200, but somebody will come along that absolutely has to have it. It's kind of like Cutco knife blocks. If you've ever seen me sell those, you get the big Cutco knife block, you're going to get over $200 for that, all right? So keep an eye out for that. I've talked about knife blocks all the time, especially these unique ones. You see it, you know it, grab it, all right? All right, where are we going next? We're going to down here. All right. Today, we're going to talk about today's find. Today's find. If you saw a video, hopefully you've seen the video. It's of the dies, the RIT dies, okay? Here it is, RIT die. If you watched my video, you saw me pick up 92, I believe, or 94. It's whatever it is. You saw me pick those up for about 60 cents each. I got these cheaper today. There are 28 of these. I got these for about 40 cents each. 40 cents each. All right. The little dies, the little RIT dies that I put on Amazon. I had put them all into Amazon. They all sold in about 2.5, 3 weeks. Okay. They all sold for right around anywhere from $10 to $12. There was an adjustment that I was making because somebody would come in and I jumped down on them and lower the price. I even battled Amazon on that. Now here's a secret on Amazon with this kind of stuff. Amazon occasionally will get some stock. They might get 30 of these, whatever. And they're going to dump the price on you. Don't lower your price to them. Wait till they run out. That's what happened here. I just had to be patient. They ran out. Boom. I jumped right to the lowest price. And I sold all 92 of those. Okay. And I made over net over $500 on those 92 dies. I paid $60 for that box of 92. Okay. That's the power of Amazon. So these are all going to go into Amazon. And I'm going to walk away with about $140 to $150 net on that. And I'm not going to do anything. That's the beauty again of Amazon. All right. We got one more item. I'm going to show you this one, and then we'll stop the videos. All right. Out at the flea market today. And basically the flea market that I go to, it's not very big, and it's really different all the time. You just got to go because even regular vendors are going to have deals that they just don't know. I can't tell you people, you've seen me ship electronics over and over. I love electronics because number one, people don't look at them, generally speaking, thrifting. They don't want to deal with them. They don't want to test them. They don't want to ship them, all that kind of stuff. Not me. No. I want them, okay? And you're going to see why here in a second. All right. Here's another one, guys. Look at this. I'm going to show you in all its dirt and glory. All right. It's a Sansui. I'm going to see if I can take the lid off and give you a better look. Hopefully I don't drop it. That's all I need. Okay. There it is. There it is. It's a Sansui. All right. Beautiful turntable. The needle is all there. Everything. All right. So this little guy, it's not very big. I paid $15 for this item. And this is rare in a flea market to see this basically survive with not much damage. The table turns and everything like that. It's going to get me at least $375 for my $15 investment. It is not that hard to ship. This is about the size of a VCR. That's nothing for me. I mean, I ship a lot of different things. But anyhow, this guy is amazing. $375 I'm going to get for it. Beautiful, right? Look for electronics. Don't be afraid to look for these. They're out there in every part of this country is this kind of stuff, right? All right, we do have one more. We have one more. I'm going to have to put it up here. I'm going to show you. And it's another large item. And my friend Brian, I don't know if Brian watches, but Brian, if you've seen this, we're talking about me and you being there. We were at the Goodwill where we picked up the knife block. This was the item we had brought forward to the counter to check out on. It is a Wonder Horse with sound. So it's going to be right up here, the Wonder Horse with sound. This thing was like mint, very good condition. Unfortunately, they wanted $39 for it. So I didn't know. And I'm like thinking, how do you ship this thing, right? But we broke it down as two guys who are pretty smart. We figured it out. You know, it breaks down, obviously. It's not heavy. I can't imagine it being more than 15 pounds. I mean, you can pick that thing up and move it around. And you take the springs off and the stirrups and all that, and it just breaks down. So I bought it. I paid $39 for it. And my theory is this. There's a comp for one similar at $255 plus shipping. And there I am, me. So I'm going to hold on to it for a little while. I'm going to put it up, and I'm going to put it up at a higher price, a little bit higher price, and I'm going to let it run a little while for Christmas and see what happens. So that is, again, when you build your business like I have built, I have the ability now to sit on that thing. I do not have to sell it. I don't want to become a hoarder, but I don't have to just say, you know, I got to sell it. I got to sell it to make my rent or whatever. So if you build your business up like I have, you can then sit on items like this and hold on to them and get your price. That's my goal. So what I'm going to do also is I'm going to pre-package that. I'm going to break that down once I got all the photos taken and make sure everything's clean and kosher. I'm going to package that guy up, put it in its box. Then when I go onto line, I'm going to put it up, and once I sell it, all I got to do is label it. It'll be weighed, it'll be measured, label it, and off it goes. Now it's much easier to store that item, right, than to store that whole horse. Right now I have my father-in-law's garage. That's the only item he has of mine, by the way. And it's in his garage just so I can't put it in here. It just won't fit. So it's in his garage until I break it down. All right, guys, hey, longer video, a lot of yakking, a lot of flapping. Hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully you get inspired. Get out there, and we're going to do that major video of everything, and I'm going to be talking a little bit more just about everything in general. I'll show you some better and hot licks, how it got me to my numbers. Hang in there, guys, and I really do appreciate it. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like to. Hey, really appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.